Good morning and welcome to Winging It Buffalo Style. I am your CW star, Matt Snyder.
I'm Nalina Shapiro, in for Diana Fairbanks.
And of course, because Bieber was in Buffalo, we had to bring our producer, Lauren Hall, in on the action because, of course, she's our go-to for everything pop culture and music. And, of course, you were
and
there.
And I'm the Bieber expert.
You're our inside source on our show.
And you were at the concert last night, so we
right.
have a little B-roll of the concert. Bieber hit Buffalo last night. The Believer Tour hit the First Niagara Center last night, 7 p.m. to a sold-out crowd. Now, Mike Posner and Hot Shell Ray got the crowd going. Now, you were there.
Yeah.
Bieber Fever hit Buffalo.
I have to say, Matt, the screams on that video, which we took outside the First Niagara Center before the show, really don't do the screams that happened inside the First Niagara Center justice. It was the loudest place I've ever been in my life. And that wasn't just because the music itself was loud, but because his fans just love him so much. They can't stop screaming for him.
And you said it was like mostly young girls, right? It's a lot of girls in general.
It was a younger crowd. It was a lot of girls. They all made their own T-shirts, puff paint. You know, they did some
anything you would think you would do in high school,
exactly.
right? Well, why don't we take it from start to beginning?
Yeah.
You mentioned that the openers were amazing.
The openers were great. Mike Posner did a great job. We got there. My sister, I took my younger sister. We got there. During his set, he got the crowd going. People were screaming just as loud for him as they were for the Biebs himself.
That's good. And
yeah.
He was a little bit late, though, but I guess you didn't really mind, right?
Ray went on after that, and they were fantastic. You can tell that they've been touring also a lot this over the past year or so. They've had a lot of high-profile performances. So they were definitely ready for kind of the big time kind of performance. They did a great job. They were really charming, and I was really grooving to their songs.
Cool.
They exited the stage around 8:30 or so, and then Bieber took about an hour to come out after that. So you know he took his time.
Now you're seeing footage of a previous Bieber incident. Of course, this didn't happen in Buffalo. Now you've been to a lot of concerts with your sister. You seem to go all the sort of teeny bopper ones from Big Time Rush. But so let's talk about Bieber for a second. I hear that there was a little bit of dissonance between his image and the music he was playing.
Yeah, you can really try. I mean, this is old footage. This is his baby video from a couple years ago. So that's like the old clean-cut Bieber. And he is trying to be a lot more edgy. You could tell with his costumes, with the staging, the lighting. Even his dancers, he had a DJ on stage. He did a lot of rapping, so you can tell he's really trying to just show
that he's growing up a little bit.
His style of music, and it was a little bit of dissonance because he still played all of his old songs, which are the songs that his fans
just growing
fell in
up
love
now.
with him
So
for.
I guess all his fans are growing up with him.
Yeah, exactly. They couldn't love him anymore. They really couldn't. I mean, with all of the drama that's been going on with him. And with his on and off girlfriend, with his
Selena
arrests and his
with
run-ins
his
with the law
bucket
and all
incident,
that.
that bucket incident.
I mean, they do not seem mad at all.
Yeah.
All right.
None of those here.
You also ran into some friends of Winging It while you were at the concert.
Yeah, Chef Marco was on the show on Friday, and he was telling us how his twin daughters were so excited to go to the show. There they are. I know, aren't they great? You couldn't. They were sitting a couple rows behind me, but you just couldn't miss them in those neon shirts. They made them themselves. When I saw Chef Marco, he brought those 5 girls, and I said, "How's it going? How are you guys doing?" And he said, "We walked in, we sat down, and they all started crying."
Like in a good way.
In a good way. They were so happy to be there.
No,
that's so funny.
I have to ask you, Nalina, would you ever cry over if you met your biggest celebrity or music crush?
Well, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but my biggest celebrity crush is Adam Levine from Maroon 5, and I grew up in Saratoga Springs, where SPAC is, Saratoga Performing Arts Center, and I saw him perform when he opened, maybe he didn't open for somebody, but he performed when he was like not a big celebrity, and it was like $10 for front row tickets, and he touched my hand, and I'll never forget that. I don't think I cried, but I will always cherish that moment. I don't think I wanted to wash my hand either.
Well, I know we have to move on, but Emily Lenahan, our web producer, also brought her little sister Quinchana to the show. They actually did get a meet and greet with Justin Bieber before.
Got a picture with him.
And we're going to hear about that coming up in the .com.
I cannot wait.
And of course, we will keep you posted on all of the big music and concert news. But